A very good morning to all of you. I'm Dr. Pooja Anand from Department of Psychology, Daulat Ram College, University of Delhi. Today we will be talking about the qualities of emotionally intelligent teachers. Now, before we go into the details of what are the qualities of emotionally intelligent teachers, I think we need to understand the context in which we are living today, the world in which we are living today, and what are the issues which are ailing our world. I think if we look around and if we look at the news, we will see an increase in violence, an increase in stress in people, rising rates of depression, problems in relationships, road rage, addictions, various kinds of addictions. And the sad part is that most of these issues are related to young people, they are related to the youth. Now, we need to understand, if you look at all these issues, we need to understand the causes because of which these issues have come up. And if you try to understand that, the main cause that you will see is because our emotions are out of control. We are not able to manage our emotions properly. Now, this is because for a long time in human history, we have given utmost importance to logic, to rationality. We're not saying that that's not important, that's absolutely important. But at the same time, what we've done is we have not given as much importance to emotions. And because of that, we have considered them to be of secondary importance. And therefore, being aware of your emotions and managing your emotions has not been, of much interest to us. At the same time, we have given a lot of emphasis on IQ, how much you score in your exams, how much successful you are. We focus a lot on technical skills, particularly when we are talking about the workplace. Now, what happens is because of these kind of things, we see or we put undue pressure on our young people. Now, in this context, when you look at these issues, we will see that emotional intelligence offers a very positive model for psychology. It's like a ray of hope in psychology. And the best part about emotional intelligence is that it can be learned. You can be trained to develop emotional intelligence. And I think that's a very optimistic idea. Now, if you look at the importance of emotional intelligence, I mean, in all domains of life, you will see how important it is. Starting from academic achievement, it's been found that people who are emotionally intelligent, they score better, they do better in their academics. People who are emotionally intelligent tend to be more kind, tend to be more pro social, more helpful towards other people, and they enjoy better and very satisfying interpersonal relationships. At the same time, emotional intelligence has been found to have a negative correlation with antisocial behavior. And therefore, people who are emotionally intelligent, they are lower on deviant behavior. In the workplace, you will see a lot of implications of emotional intelligence, wherein better work performance, there's a lot of productivity if you are an emotionally intelligent person. And at the same time, we will see that a lot of work related to emotional intelligence has been done in the area of leadership. And particularly, transformational leadership correlates very highly with emotional intelligence. Even in recruitment and selection, emotional intelligence plays a very, very important role. And at the end, last but not the least, for our well being, for our physical well being, for our emotional well being, emotional intelligence plays a very important role. So, I think if you look at this diagram, we've covered almost all domains of life, and all these things that are put out in this PowerPoint presentation, particularly in this slide, are based on research. That is what research has shown us about emotional intelligence. Now, when emotional intelligence is so important in all domains of life, we need to understand what role it plays in the life of teachers and why do we want our teachers to be emotionally intelligent. Well, teachers need to be high on emotional intelligence because of a range of factors, as you will see. First of all, teachers experience a wide range of emotions, right? Both positive and negative, if we are using that term. If you look at the job of a teacher, it's very complex, right? You have to deal with your own emotions. Of course, you have to understand yourself better because you're dealing with so many other people. Like, of course, you're teaching the students. You also have to, interact with their parents. You have to interact with your colleagues, and then you have to interact with the administrators in your school or college. So, therefore, as you can see, we teachers are playing multiple roles in our life, right? Particularly when we are at the school or college. We are a teacher, we also are a role model for our students, and then we also mentor our students. At the same time, our job is so complex, we know that. But at the same time, we see that teachers are among the groups which displays highest levels of occupational stress. So we are doing so many tasks, but at the same time, in terms of occupational stress, we are, really, really high. Now, what else? Obviously, we are responsible for the learning of students. Yes. At the same time, let's not forget, as teachers, we are also responsible for the well being of our students, right? We need to be compassionate towards our students, be more empathic towards our students. But last but not the least, let me tell you that we also need to take care of ourselves, right? You cannot take care of other people if you're not taking good care of your own well being. So, we need to focus on our well being as well. So, because if you're not regulating your own emotions, if you're not in touch with your own emotions, it will influence the students. It is going to influence the way the students are handling their emotions because we are acting like a role model for them. Okay, so the way we behave is the way the students are also going to behave and experience various emotions.